Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? All right. Today has been a very good and volatile day. All right, so just let's give just a few more minutes for others to still join in for this section of the class. And there are okay, I actually want some persons to join in because there's something I want us to discuss. Very important that I want us to discuss before we head to the next thing, the topic of the day. And I hope is going to be helpful. And also, there are some things I just needed to put right. All right. Before we move to the next thing. All right. So because of that, let's just give just a few minutes. All right. Just a few minutes for others to join, and then we'll head to the business of the day. Okay. And I hope everyone can hear me. I hope everyone can hear me. All right, thank you. This I love this your name, PC friend. Okay, all right. Now I know this other one. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't think I know this name. Okay, you said I don't just know how to change my name. Okay, now if you're using your phone and you want to change your name, just click go to participants. Okay, then go to where your name is, click on your name, and then they will ask you to unmute and then or to okay, laptop. Perfect. That even makes it easier. Just go to participants, click on participants, then go to where your name is, then put your cursor on your name. It will bring out mute and then also so 3 dots at the end of it. Click on that 3 dots, then you see pin and rename. Just click on the rename and you'll be able to change your name there. All right. Put your cursor on your name. Then you see where you have mute and then 3 dots at the extreme right. Then click on put your cursor on that 3 lines and then you see where you have pin and rename. Click on that rename and then you'll be able to rename yourself. All right, now great. I think people I had wanted to talk to probably had entered. Now someone just did exactly the same thing. Trade on gold yesterday was a loss. I don't really appreciate people coming every single time to post this. Yesterday there were things that I was taking a class the session, especially on US 100 and US 30. I said US 30 and US 100 was going to be a buy. And a lot of you were so much complaining about the trade. Now, this class is not for those that are still learning how to enter trade. This class is for traders where we enter instant trading. So if you're scared of entering trades or if you're scared of seeing negative on your chart, then this class is not for you. So it is best you join the morning classes or the evening classes, but the afternoon is for traders, those people that actually understand how the market work. Because on a serious note, I have actually had seen this kind of comment every now and then, and it's not funny. I said US 30, US 100 yesterday buy, and as at then it was still selling. A lot of you were complaining. This one a massive loss, this one on a negative trade, and this one. Come on. I hope you finally took a look at checked back on that US 100. There are some times you just have to be patient on the trade. And I believe that every single trader should actually understand that. And this is market analysis. And one of the things is that most of the time, I believe everyone can hear me because I really need everyone to hear this. Okay, thank God. Thank God that you can hear me. I believe that this class is for traders. And as a trader, you will know that, especially when I tell you that this particular analysis is done on 1 hour time frame, you know that it's not just something that probably will just, once you place it, it just boom, enter profit immediately. Sometimes you just have to be patient for the trade. Once you know that this analysis is correct, then allow it to run. Like the person that came on now and said they trade on gold yesterday, okay, I think this is a lady actually, that you made loss. Now, take a look at the trend of gold. What trend is gold? We entered the trade on gold based on the trend, the current trend of the market. And I also mentioned that over the period, this is what has been happening. And you could see it yourself. It is just today that basically, even if what's it called? Even if you entered the trade on gold yesterday and it didn't, it was on profit, it was on loss. Let's assume this was the region of the trade. So between here and here, the PIV movement would not have been much. It is something you can still close yourself, even if you don't want to stay. And all through today, every single one of them still came back. So because this trade would have been able to cover up those things. So it is just a matter of sometimes just exercise patience. Now look at that trade, that US 100 trade yesterday. This was the take profit, and look at how far it went. And I told you about this move. Look at the US 30, the same thing. So sometimes what you just need is patience. Now, when you do analysis, especially what I'm trying to teach you now, what we're doing is that we'll first of all start up on a smaller time frame, check on a bigger time frame, and then okay, yeah, okay, I think it's my this, no, fine, I'll show you again. Okay, yeah, let me show you because you need to see it. Look at the trade on US 100. Look at the take profit at this level. I believe you can see it now. This was the trade. This is the take profit, and this is how far it went. Just look at the candle that was going lower that everybody was shouting on. But come on, the same candle that some person said was selling finally ended on profit still. All right. So sometimes I am saying this because I really want us to be on the same page, and I really want everybody to make profit from this. All right. Now, let me respond to this then before we now start. He said, I am the one that is doing the analysis. So I should also be the best person to know where the market is about to reverse and to give you stop loss. All right. Now, I believe you, as a trader, you yourself, you know how to set a stop loss, right? There are some traders that they will give you entry position. They will not give you take profit, but they will give you stop loss, both tight stop loss and loose stop loss. And then there are some traders that give you entry position and take profit. Then you determine what your risk appetite is. Now, I am one of those traders that I prefer you selecting your own risk appetite. I can give you a take profit point, but decide what your risk appetite should be. All right. I am not those people that they will decide your risk appetite for you, and then you will now decide your own take profit. I decide what my my profit ratio should be, but you can decide the kind of risk appetite you want to use on for the trade. So that is it. All right. So let's okay, I waited till 6:30. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you very much. All right. I don't know how to calculate stop loss. Now that is the work of your own account manager. But come on, we've done enough. We've done enough. I just wanted to clear that. And by the way, I am not angry with anybody. Of course, I expect you to ask questions. I don't expect it to be a seamless journey. All right. So when I started doing this, I wasn't expecting it to be a run over kind of thing. But what I'm just saying is that I really need everybody to still be able to know what they want to do at every particular point in time. And I would really appreciate it if you still, of course, ask your question, but try always to understand the point I'm coming from and ask questions regarding in respect to that. All right, so first, let's go through this. Let's go through of fundamentals, by the way, sorry. Let's go through the fundamentals. And the fundamentals we have for today, we have a couple of fundamentals. Some of them are already out. Today is Tuesday, of course. And we had some massive volatilities that have happened in the morning, but our major interest is the one that is coming out by 2:45 p.m. today, and it's flash manufacturing PMI and flash service PMI. And for those of you that know the PMI news, you already know that it's something that is very much volatile. And I might not be available when the news will come out, but I know you, I definitely know that you know what to do, right? I know you know what to do. What you can do is that go through the previous PMIs and see. Now, the previous one came out positive. All right, it came out positive. How will you know? Just click on the previous. Of course, they should be able to give you what the previous analysis has been. Yeah, just click on here, so it will be able to give you the ratio and how it's actually been over the period. All right, so that alone should be able to give you a good guide on what the PMI should be. All right, now look at it. In September, it came out, the actual was this, the previous was this in August, and so these are the PMI results. All right, but in this case, we are going to be, I might not be, like I'm saying, I might not be here when the news will come out, but when it comes out, I trust you know what to do. All right, I trust you know what to do. Okay, so let's quickly go through our chart and know what we'll be expecting for today and how the market is going to be reacting to the trades. All right, so let's go to our chart. So what we're going to be looking at is basically on technical analysis, and of course, we're going to be putting into account the fundamentals. All right, we're going to be putting into account the fundamentals that's going to be coming out. So the best thing we can do is just to give ourselves a pending trade, even if there is no any specific direction. All right, now on 1 hour time frame, you could see that today dollar index has actually been buying, and one of the major reasons is because yesterday there was a massive crash on what was the on treasury yield. Yeah, there was a massive crash on treasury yield from the US, and because of that crash, you could see a massive sell-off on dollar. You know that treasury yield, that is a bond yield. Treasury yield is almost the same thing with that is a bond yield, right? Now, when you have a bond yield, you could say that the market is likely going to be the currency is going to be gaining strength. All right. So coming from this on daily time frame, you could see that the market, this particular trade, you already know that dollar index is on an uptrend, right? And at this point, it made a double bottom here. It made a double bottom. It completed a double bottom formation at this point on daily time frame. Now this and then this. The probability of this particular trade ending bullish is going to be very high. All right, the probability of this market ending bullish is going to be very high. That is on daily time frame. So in that case, even if you check on 4 hours time frame, you could also see what I'm talking about. But on 4 hours time frame, now this is actually where you need to be careful, because this trade is on a verified support. But even though this support, of course, it can actually be it's been broken by price, so it's now a turncoat resistance. But here it is still being captured as a verified support. All right, let's try to refresh this. I think that formation should change. Now look at it. It is no longer showing again. So I am on 4 hours time frame. I'm expecting the market to at least get to somewhere around here. So with this, now let's check it out on 1 hour time frame. Now this is it on 1 hour time frame also. It has comfortably broken above here. Now, as for anything, if you're checking, if you're looking at this trade, you should know that the probability of this market getting here is very much high on 1 hour time frame, right? All right, the probability of it getting back here is very high. Now let's zoom out. Let's zoom out and see. Look at it. Look at it. It's bounced off from here and it's actually been pushing up. So I am expecting 100% recovery of every single sell that we had yesterday. I'm expecting 100% recovery on this particular instrument. So with that in mind, I am going in for a buy on dollar index. I am going in for a buy on dollar index. So what I'm going to be doing is that, since a lot of you actually love trading with stop losses, I'm going to be giving you stop losses. All right. So if you want to set your stop loss, fine, you can go ahead. But if you don't want, you can leave it. So with that, I am going in for an instant buy on dollar index. So for USDIDX, I am buying USDIDX at the current market price. Yeah, I know, like I said, if you're using your RSI, I know that RSI will be showing you overbought. RSI will be showing you overbought, but then this can be overbought when there is no any major thing that is actually pushing it. And of course, it might still, even if it's overbought, the market might still even push up before it finally reverses. So with that in mind, I'm not going to be going in for the overbought on RSI. So I'm going to just be going in for a further buy on this particular trade. All right. So I'm going to be going in for a buy, and my TP is at 0.105.946. 105.946 is my take profit. All right, 105.946 is my take profit, and my stop loss is 105.644. 105.644. That is where my stop loss is going to be. But this afternoon, I am going in for a buy. I hope everyone got that. I know not everybody trades on this, so I'm just going to rush over to the next one because we already spent time trying to. All right, and hope nobody was got offended with what I said earlier on. I don't want you to get offended. I was just trying to air out something. All right. Okay, so my TP is 105.944, and my take profit is 105.644. All right. So that is my take on USD IDX for today. Now Euro USD. I am going to actually be, first of all, let's take a look at it. It is resting on a resistance. It is resting on a resistance. And by the way, I also entered what is it called? I entered a sell, just to tell you that sometimes it can actually happen. I entered a sell on this particular instrument sometime early hours of yesterday. I entered a sell around here. I was thinking that this particular sell is going to continue, but it didn't. It bounced back and then continued. All right, it continued going up and it got to this place. I didn't close that. It's still here. If you can check very well, you will know that it is still here. All right, and the place are finally built up as a support for me, a verified support for that matter. So that kind of thing can happen. All right, so let's go ahead. For Euro USD, to be on a safe side, instead of just going in for a sell, I am going to be setting up a pending order. And I already told you the reason why I use I always set up pending order when I get to what's it called, the support line, is because I wouldn't want to get trapped on that particular support. You know, there are two things that can happen on a support or on a resistance. Number one is what? To break below the support or to bounce off from that support. And how will you know which of them is going to be happening? Because you might not know. All right, you might not know. So the best thing you can do is that just set up a pending order. But before we do that, let's check on daily time frame and see what we've got. On daily time frame, look at it. The probability of this particular trade actually still selling more on daily time frame is very much high. So with that in mind, I am going to be using my daily time frame as a yardstick or as a litmus test for this particular trade. Now let's still check on 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame, you see, you still get every single vibe telling you that this particular trade is going to sell. Now, this is where all the time frames now come to play. Now, using this, you can tell for sure that the probability of this particular trade selling more is actually high, because it will want to have a recovery of all the buy that actually happened the previous day. All right. So with that, I'm just going to be setting up a TP around here. All right, a TP around here, then going to my 1 hour time frame and checking out this also. So it means that I am expecting this particular trade to break below here. I am expecting it to break below. All right, I'm expecting it to break below, but still, let's be reasonable, right? Let's be reasonable. So what I'm going to be doing is that instead of you entering instantly, let's do this. All right, and of course, let's also do this. All right, you already know what this is. This is my buy stop entry, and that is my sell stop entry. So we're going to be taking a buy stop and a sell stop on the trade. We're going to be taking a buy stop and a sell stop for the trade. So the buy stop position is going to be at price. It's going to be at price 1.06203. 1.06203. 1.06203. That is where my entry position is going to be actually. Then the take profit is going to be at price 1.06357. 1.06357. 1.06357. That is where my take profit is going to be on this particular trade. So I hope you've been able to get that. 1.06203 and 1.06357. Those are my entries on this particular trade. So I hope you've been able to enter those trades. All right. I hope you've been able to enter those trades. So going forward to the sell stop. All right. Remember what we're going in for is buy stop and sell stop. So going forward to the sell stop, I'll be going in. I'll be going into the market at 1.06046. 1.06046. That is going to be my entry position for the trade, and 1.06046. And the TP is going to be at price 1.05913. Did everybody get that? 1.05913. That is where my take profit is going to be on this particular trade. All right. And I hope everyone has gotten the entry position. Now, let's quickly go to USD JPY. USD JPY. Remember, I am always a fan of this particular instrument, but I told you something particular yesterday. I said, don't be in a haste to, go in for a buy, right? I told you that don't be in a haste to go in for a buy. That is because, especially if it's a buy that's going to go above here, I would not want you to take it. I would not want you to take any buy that will go above that particular region, right? All right. And because of that, but for today, yes, we're going to be going in for a buy on this particular instrument. Yes, for today, we'll be going in for a buy on this instrument. So for USD JPY, I am going in for a buy at the current price. My take profit is going to be at price 149.889. 149.889. 149.889. Okay, sorry. Let's just adjust it a little bit to this region. That is 149.909. Actually, 149.909. That is where I am looking at to be the take profit for this particular trade, and that should be able to give you about 8 pips trade. I think that would be a very good one. But any further reversal, I think taking what's it called? I wouldn't want to give you stop loss, but then I think your own discretion on this particular one is going to be really advised. But I am expecting it to get to that point. Now, looking at this trade, you believe that it should get there, right? So a buy at the current price and take profit at 149.090. 149.090. 149.090. All right. So 149.090 is the take profit. So I'm just going to call the entry position for Euro USD again. Please, if someone can help Rose write, it would really be appreciated, because she says she's having network issue. The entry position is 1.06 203, 1.06203. That's the buy stop, and the TP is 1.06357. The take for the sell stop is 1.06046, 1.06046, and the TP is 1.05913. All right. So moving on ahead to USD CAD, I am also buying USD CAD. I'm also buying USD CAD. Now, of course, yesterday we had a little bit of, I told you that USD CAD was going to be a buy, right? Yeah, I told you that it was going to be a buy, and this was our take profits for the buy yesterday. Even though as at then it was still selling, yeah, I quite understand. But then I am still going in for a further buy on this particular instrument. That's USD CAD. Now, Canadian dollar has been a little bit weak for a while, especially for like 2 days now. They've been a kind of a volatility that have actually been affecting this particular instrument, but I am still expecting it to still be to go for a buy. I don't know. Rose, were you able to get the entry position for the Euro USD? I hope you've gotten it now. So for this particular trade, my entry position, I am buying at the current price. I am going in for a buy at the current price. That is at the current market price. Now, before we do that, let's take a look at it on daily time frame. Now, do you see? The daily time frame is giving us a buy vibe. If you check this, you would know that the probability of this particular trade to get to the TP is very high. All right. Oh, sorry. Oh, Clement, and that is actually my name. All right. So, okay, because of Clement saying something, I'm just going to relax a little bit. Ooh. All right. Now I said USD CAD is going to be going in for a further buy. I am buying USD CAD. I am going in for a further buy on USD CAD. All right, USD CAD is going to be on a further buy. Now I look at it on daily time frame. You could see that already this trade is on an uptrend. Do you get this? Now it's already on an uptrend on a daily time frame. So if you also check on 1 hour time frame, you will see that of course there is also an uptrend on daily time frame too. Sorry, on 1 hour time frame also. Now looking at it here, you could tell, even though we've had some fake out, which actually happened yesterday, but yes, I am still going in for a buy. So I am going in for a buy at the current market price, and my take profit for this buy is going to be at price 1.37250. For USD JPY, I said I'm going in for a buy on USD JPY. I said I am buying USD JPY, and my TP for USD JPY is 149.909. You can always write it down. You can just take a pen and paper and write it down. Then enter at a better time or afterwards. So I don't expect you to enter all the trades, right? I don't expect you to enter all the trades. Just pick a few and then enter. Let the rest go. So USJPY, it's a buy for me, 149.909, and USD CAD is also a buy for me, 1.37250. That is my TP for USD JPY. Then GBP USD, yes, I am going in for a sell. I know what you're thinking, but GBP USD is on a support, and you don't normally trade on support and resistance, yes. But let's just look at this this is it on daily time frame. Looking at this on daily time, there are some trades that when you check them on daily time frame, you could tell that, oh, this particular trade is still going to be having a little bit of a downward push. All right. When you check them on daily time frame, you could tell without even a lot of major consideration. So on this particular trade is one of those. So GBP USD, I am going to be taking taking a look at it on daily time frame and 4 hours time frame. It is already giving us that sell direction. So it means that the support on 1 hour time frame, of course, it's just a turncoat support. It will not really hold a lot of water. And of course, looking at it also on 30 minutes time frame, you could tell. So for GBP USD today, we are going in for a sell. We're going in for a sell, and our take profit for the sell is going to be at price 1.21821. 1.21821. That is my take profit for GBP USD today. We need to really be EU triggered already. Yeah, okay, yeah, of course. This thing has okay, so let's go ahead. AUD USD. Well, AUD USD, I would not want to take any position unless if I'm giving you a pending order. Yeah, AUD USD has to be a pending order. All right, AUD USD has to be a pending order. All right, so with that in mind, I would prefer to okay, fine, let me just give you, I would have actually, okay, you know what, let's leave AUD USD. I'll come back for the pending order after the gold analysis. Now, over the period of time, you could tell that gold has actually been on an impressive instrument. It has really been very much impressive due to the massive, a lot of persons have actually made a lot of profit from the buy. But today, I am not expecting gold to have any further buy, at least not for today. Now, the buy has not ended. Know this, please. The buy on gold is not over yet. It is not over yet, but it is on a resistance. You could tell that there is a resistance at this point on daily time frame. So with that, that is actually what is affecting this particular market at this point, and that is why you're seeing it like this. All right, so the best thing we can do is that gold, we are setting up a pending trade. We're setting up a pending trade on gold, and I need everybody to really take this trade because I feel you can make some really good profit from this particular instrument. You can make some really good profit on it. All right. Now let's take it out on 15 minutes time frame. On 15 minutes time frame, I think we should be able to make some profit on this particular trade. So let me just go ahead and call the entry position for you on gold for the buy. For buy, all right. The entry position for buy is 1968.52. Let me take it again. 1968.52. Then the TP is 1971.93. 1971.93. Now for the sell, you have 1959.11. 1959.11 and the TP is 1955.88. All right, so this is my take profit, my entry position on gold. Let me just call the sell again. 1959.11. That is the entry position for the sell, and the TP is 1955.88. That is my take profit for the sell, and the buy is 1968.52. That is the buy entry, and the TP for the buy is 1971.93. So I guess everyone got that also. But for US 30, I am going in for a buy. I am buying US 30. Yeah, you can actually go in for a buy on US 30. And also on US 100, I'm also going in for a buy on US 100. So US 30, I am buying. US 100, I am buying. I am buying the two instruments, US 30 and US 100. I am buying. Even on US 2000, it's also a buy for me. So US 30, US 100, and US 2000, I am buying those two instruments, those three instruments. All right. At least this one goes. Can this work for H1 for gold? I don't understand. Can this work for H1 for gold? I don't really understand your question. All right. So for US 30, it's a buy. US 100, it's a buy. US 2000, it's also a buy. All right. So, and I said gold, the entry position is 1968.52. 1968.52. And the TP is 1971.93. 1971.93. Okay, you said the entry position I gave. Can this work for H1 or for gold? H1 time frame is not for is for analysis, not for entry position. So I am really trying to understand your question. Please, if anyone understands the question, please, you could help explain it better for me. All right. So the entry position again for gold 1968.52 and the TP is 1971.93. All right. So for sell is 1959.11 and the TP 1955.88. So that is that for the two instruments. For US 30, I'm going in for a buy on US 30, and for US 100 also the same thing. And for US 100, if you check use ADX indicator, of course you could see that ADX is actually giving us a pretty good position already for the buy. Now for the buy, you don't need to probably need to stay for long. Now you don't need to go in for that sell because that sell is being supported by, sorry, excuse me. That sell is being supported by 21 period moving average. You get, and of course you know that moving average is a dynamic indicator, right? Yeah. So that is actually what this is. So, and for US 2000, yes, I am going in for a buy on US 2000. I believe you should already be on profit on US 30. US 100, you're not yet on profit, I know. And of course, on US 2000, you should already also be on profit. But for US 100, just exercise patience in it. I personally, I believe if you can enter even this thing, if you can do price stacking, all right, or trade stacking, actually, you make better profits on US 100. But these other, oh wow, congratulations in US 30, a lot of you already on good profits. US 1000 also is pushing all the way up, and of course these three instruments should be able to make you some profits. Now for gold, it's a sell buy stop and a sell stop for gold. Now I said I was going to be giving you a trade on AUD USD, right? So now great, the entry position for the AUD USD, the buy, if you want to take up the buy position or the buy stop and the sell stop, the buy stop is at 0.63622. 0.63622. That is the entry position for gold, for AUD USD, pardon me. So this is AUD USD, entry at 0.63622. And the TP is 0.63725. 725. 0.63725. Now the sell stop is at 0.63459. 0.63459. And the TP is 0.63349. 0.63349. So that is that for this particular instrument. All right. So remember, USD card we bought, USJPY we also bought, and Euro USD we took what's it called, a buy stop and a sell stop. And of course, it's already given us okay. I'm not sure it should be on profit yet because it's just go to the listen, but pretty soon I believe it should be able to give you some profit. All right. So, and of course, AUD USD is also a buy stop and a sell stop. And I told you that for these other instruments, yeah, we're going to be selling it. So for the agro commodity traders, I am going in for a sell on corn. I'm going in for a sell on corn. All right. I'm going in for a sell on corn. All right. I am going in for a sell on corn. And okay, that is for sorry, pardon me. Okay, sorry, I was actually on soya bean. I'm going in for a sell on soya bean. Yeah, even on corn, I'm going in for a sell on corn. So sell on corn and sell on soya bean. All right, sell on corn and sell on soya bean. That is actually what I'm going to be going in for. Is there's going to be a sell on corn and a sell on soya bean. All right, it's going to be a sell on corn and a sell on soya bean. All right, I'm also going to be selling on wheat, actually. Yes, even on wheat, I'll be selling on wheat. All right, I will also be selling on wheat. All right, so for agro commodities, I'm going in for a sell corn, sell soybean, and sell wheat. All right, so that is actually my preference for the three instruments. US 2000, I believe you should be on good profit. US 100, I believe you're now on profit, and you should be smiling already. US 30, I believe it should be, yes, you can. It is still going up. Look at the ADX now. The ADX is already giving you a very good entry. I said US 100 is a buy. US 100 is a buy. All right, US 100 is a buy. US 2000, you're supposed to be saying, I have made money. I am not, I don't expect to be hearing, can I still get the entry? I'm supposed to be hearing, I have made a lot of money. US 30 is a buy, US 100 is a buy, US 2000 is a buy. How many percent are on profit on the indices? Gold, we took a pending order. Then AUD USD, of course, we also took a pending order. GBP USD, it's a sell. USD CAD, it's a buy. USJPY, it's a buy. And then Euro USD, it's a pending order. D30, we don't take trade on D30. Nobody told you? Someone should have told him that we don't take trades on DE30 during the live session, and we don't well, most likely focusing on currency. You have made profit on US 100. Congratulations. All right, and I believe that it's actually been a profitable day, right? It's been an enlightening day. I don't just want to enter and make profit. I also want to learn how it is done, so that next time you'll be able to make the profits on your own. All right, so that is the importance of the whole thing. Just not just listening to take pre-trade, but also listening to know how it is done, so that on your own you'll be able to take the trade. And soya bean, of course, remember we're selling soya. Oh wow, see, what's it called? Wheat. Wow. Everybody, it's been a wonderful day, and like I said, I'm always glad that everyone is joining during this live session. I'm glad that everyone is joining, and it's always a privilege to trade with everyone. And like I said, it is, if you have anything that maybe I said that you don't understand or probably want to ask question, of course, you're very much allowed to ask a question, and I'll be very much happy to answer those questions. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Even though it's only one person that said he made profit, I have actually mastered your name. I'm always going to be looking out for you every single time. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Do have a wonderful day, and see you same time tomorrow. Can you please reach me? Thank you. Oh, Clement, fine. Because you actually bear the same name with me, I'm going to reach you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Have a lovely day.